Hi, this is Neeraj Jaiswal and welcome to the episode. In this episode, we are going to run the scenes which have come along with the plugin. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll just open the existing DB script which is there. Here, if you see to the main camera, there is a script attached, existing DB script. Now when we go to this DB script, existing DB script, we'll see that what it does, as the basically the scene loads, it initializes the data service existing.db. Now this particular existing.db, if you just go to the declaration, is basically in the streaming assets folder of the root assets. So we have to, that's why we basically moved this folder here, and here it's a db. Okay, so what we are going to expect is that it will basically open this particular database, then it will get all the people, all the persons in the database, and then print it to the console. The next thing which it will do, it will get a person named Roberto and then print it to the console, and then it will create a person named Johnny and print the result to the console. So let us run this scene and see exactly what happens. So when you run this scene, here it has got all the data from the database. If you go to the database, here is the database. You see whatever was there in the database has been published here. So this is how basically the existing DB script is working, this particular scene. Now what about the other next scene which is there, which has come along with the plugin, is create DB script. So create DB from script. Now it has got the script attached, create DB script. When we go to the database, rather the Visual Studio, and see the C# script out there for this particular script, it basically creates a temporary database and then it creates the DB. So when we go to this particular function, or rather the method, it basically drops any person tables and then creates a new table. It basically refreshes it and then adds couple of items here. Tom Perez, couple of persons like Tom Perez, Fred Atherson, John Doe, and couple of like more one or more items are added to the database. So right now we can see that there are 13 items. By doing this, these 13 items must be deleted because it is going to drop the table. But there's one thing, this is an existing.db file and this is actually a new file. When you go there, you'll see a new file is created, temp-database.db. Right now we don't have temp-database.db. Okay, so it will create a new file and then populate it. Once that is done, it will again search for person named Roberto and then print it. As you can see here, there is no person named Robert. Okay, here it is there. So it will actually then print this person, and this is getting called here. This is the line, this code, this piece of code will basically return the person named Roberto. So let us run this scene. Now it has run it. So we will just go back and see and if the database is created or not. We'll refresh it. Yes, the database has been created. We'll open this database in the DB browser. Here, yeah, you can see that 4 items has been added to the database. Okay, and even the roboto was printed. So this is how this particular scene is working, and we are going to utilize bits and pieces of code from here, these samples, to create our own application and do some operations for our site. So that's all from my side for this particular episode. I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, keep rocking and happy coding.